This is my word of warning. If you are thinking of living an RV life, but you haven't done it yet, or maybe you're currently living an RV life, but thinking about getting back into a standard home, I am going to advise you to think and weigh your options first, because RV life is a drug. And if you get yourself addicted to that, it's really hard to pull yourself out. Let me explain why. As some of you may or may not know, in April of this year, James and I decided to go off the road and buy a sticks and bricks home in our home state of Iowa. The idea was to set up a home base so that we could be close to our family and friends when we needed to be, but yet still have the RV to travel when we wanted as well. This was definitely better in theory than in practicality. The house has pretty much consumed not only all of our time, but all of our money as well. We have been spending all of our free time trying to get settled in, get the house set up the way we want, as well as trying to keep up with the basic maintenance. This has also cost us a lot of money, which doesn't give us a whole lot left at the end of the day to go spend and travel in the RV. Now, I completely recognize that these are choices that we've made, and now we have to live with those choices. But I think we can all agree that in our adult life, we've all made choices and then found out what the consequences were later and mentally not been able to handle that. That mental reality hit me last Sunday. If you're in the RV community, everyone is probably aware of the couple Keep Your Daydream. They are a big RV couple that have been traveling with their family for several years. And last week they dropped a video on YouTube where they went to Mesa Verde. Now, this was triggering for me because one of the best experiences we've had on the road last year was at Mesa Verde. And not only did they do all of the same things we did, they actually stayed at the same campground. I could not get through that video. I had to turn it off because I had a complete mental breakdown and was absolutely in tears. This is why RV life is a drug. There is a high involved when you overcome challenges. There is an adrenaline rush involved when you have a new experience. There is even a high that you experience because you're meeting new people. And when you're not feeding your brain with that high, there is mental consequences. And I felt those mental consequences for about 3 days afterwards, because it took me 3 days to get back out of bed after watching half of the KYD video. Now, I am the very last person on this planet that would tell you not to do the drug, because it is worth it in several ways. But I would like to know if anybody else has ever experienced this and what they did to cope.